Hello and welcome to the Pause Before Applause podcast. As always, my name's Tanner.
I'm Cameron.
And today we're going to talk about Atlanta and the season thus far. We're going to also talk about March Madness and how how exactly mad it has been. And then we're going to go into our hot takes. All right, so we're just going to start off by talking about season 2, episode 1. Alligator Man. He do got an alligator. He do got an alligator.
I was gonna say my favorite episode, but honestly,
Of the entire show.
No. It's still BAN. But
Montague.
I don't even know if this is my favorite one of this season. We'll get to it eventually, but this was a damn fine opener. Very strong start.
It was, in my opinion, it was a stronger opener than the original pilot.
Yeah, I agree. But I don't think you could have had this episode as the opening to the show.
You couldn't, especially with Cat Williams. Well,
stealing the show.
Absolutely stealing the show. How could I kidnap her? Did I kidnap her in 1974?
40 years ago.
That's 40 years ago. He could win an Emmy for that performance. He really could have.
Honestly, seriously, he should.
Yeah, I mean that was hysterical. That entire episode was absolutely nuts.
So what? I'm trying to think. Other than we got to start off with the very beginning.
What do you mean?
The robbery scene.
Oh, the TK scene.
Yeah, where they robbed Mrs. Winters.
No, it was a Popeyes.
That was a Mrs. Winters.
I'm pretty sure it was a Popeyes.
They clearly said Mrs. Winters. That is exactly what that was.
I'm gonna look it up.
You sure can. I've seen that episode 3 times.
I've seen it 3 times.
That is a Mrs. Winters. It's not a Popeyes.
Anyway, other parts of that episode, that weird distance between Darius and Alfred and Paperboy.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really get that. I don't think they really.
Because they kind of ignored it in the next couple episodes too. Because they were fine the next 2.
Yeah, I guess it got solved.
Yeah.
What was the point?
Yeah, I didn't get that.
Yeah, I went back and watched episode 10, the last the season finale of season 1. I was like,
everybody was good.
Yeah, I was like, there was nothing here that indicated there should be a distance.
And then in 2 and 3,
they're fine,
perfectly fine. Yeah,
they're cool. Yeah, I didn't get it at all.
I got a question about the beginning part.
What?
Who you think got shot in the car?
The girl.
I feel like I don't think so, cause that guy had an AR. No, was it AR or AK?
I'm not a gun guy.
No, either way, it was an assault rifle. You're not getting shot in an assault rifle with a head and then just getting out of the car. There's no way.
I think she got grazed.
Maybe.
She wasn't bleeding that much.
But then did you notice that when they were in the drive-thru, she wasn't in the car?
Yeah,
it was just them.
Yeah, what the what? Yeah. What went on there? That was weird.
I think that the way they intended it to be was that the 2 guys were so wrapped up in what they were doing that they didn't even notice her there consciously, but she was there the whole time.
So you're saying that the camera and stuff was so focused.
Unreliable narrator.
Yeah, it was so focused on the 2.
No, not even that. She in the other scene, she's not in the car. It's just that the juxtaposition is intended to show you they're so focused on what they're doing that they don't have any
So are you saying she might have even been there the whole time?
Back when he was playing FIFA at his house. Yeah.
He stank. He
really
stank at
did.
FIFA. I would have. I haven't played.
Plus, he was using MLS teams.
Yeah, what?
he was using Atlanta United.
Really?
Yeah.
What the? What? If you're gonna use a team on FIFA, why the hell? Why the hell would
Probably
you be
the only
using
team he knew. He got FIFA from the Red Box the day before.
Oof.
He just started playing it.
Or maybe he's like you and had EA access. But yeah, I mean, overall, I mean, that scene, I just don't know how it connected to the show itself. Other than just showing a small portrait of that little corner of Atlanta.
I think it was just supposed to set up the fact that it's Robin season, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like I think
Wow.
I thought that was pretty obvious.
Wow, a massive oversight. Yeah, I'm looking at the episode recap, or I'm supposed to be, and oh, by the way, Ern is still homeless.
Very much so, and refused lodging.
Yes,
Refused. I downright refused.
we'll get to that.
No, that was this episode.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
Because was it Darius or Alfred asked him if he wanted to stay at the house with them? He was like, no, I'm good. He was not, in fact, good.
He was not good. It was not good at all. In fact, children. Let's see. I think overall this episode is definitely like a top 5 episode thus far.
Top 3, honestly.
But yeah, outside of the whole Darius Paperboy distance that is never really explained,
I got another question. What do you think is going to? Do you think we're gonna see the gun again?
The gold gun?
Yeah.
That fucking gun.
I feel like it's gonna come back up at some point.
Oh yeah, it's gonna get used.
I thought he was gonna
have
have him on him, have it on him in the
club.
The one last week.
Oh, when the dude did the thing on the
I
hip.
think he's gonna go back to the car and pop the trunk.
But yeah, I mean, I think Ern's gonna use that gun. I think he's gonna smoke someone before the end of the season.
I can see it. Clark County.
Oh yeah.
That's what we didn't talk about because he's been in every episode except the last one.
Wait, for real, Clark County?
Yeah. Remember he had the Yoo-Hoo commercial?
Oh yeah. Okay, so you're talking about just season 2. I was like,
season 2.
Yeah, outside of Alligator Man.
No, he was in that one.
Oh yeah, the Yoo-Hoo.
He was the Yoo-Hoo commercial. Yeah.
I thought that was in season 2. I thought that was in episode 2.
That was the first one.
Okay. Speaking of episode 2, Waves. Sport and Waves?
Yeah, I'm trying to think what happened.
So Ern gets that 4K.
Oh, when they went to
they went to
Spotify offices.
Yeah.
Or whatever streaming service that was supposed to be.
I think it was supposed to be like a knockoff Spotify.
Yeah, and
Ern and Paperboy.
Paperboy had to do that like awkward performance in front of everybody.
Yeah, in the fucking office. Like, why?
That's a real thing, though.
What?
That's
stupid.
Bobby Shmurda's done it. I'm trying to think who else.
Free Bobby, by the way.
Oh, always. Who was the other person that did it?
I mean, I'm sure Bieber's done it.
No, it's weird because it's like only for like new trap artists that they make them do. It's really like weird and kind of like racist a little bit.
That sound vaudevillian.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, it's a little. Come on, my baby. Like it's a little. Like I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Yeah, I didn't care for it. But I like.
It was funny in the context of the show.
I really loved the ad that he had, the bumper that he did at the radio station.
Oh yeah.
Just say it cooler.
Like you're at a party and it's lit.
And then Paperboy is just literally the same tone, and then just drops the soft A at the end. Which I was like, that was incredible. I was like, I wonder if they're actually gonna use that.
Probably.
Yeah, I thought that part of the episode was great. Clark County
might low-key be my favorite new character.
Yeah, like, okay, so, like, what is he? Is he, like...
I think he's supposed to be,
like, Chance and Yachty?
Yachty, yeah.
Yeah, like...
But, like, we got to talk about the next episode. But,
yeah, we'll get more into that.
He got, like, an alter ego, kind of.
Yeah, like a Slim
He
Shady.
got dark.
Yeah.
Dark County.
Yeah, I mean, like, the Yoo-Hoo commercial kind of reminded me of the Kit Kat commercial by Chance. Chance the rapper.
But then you got to remember, Yachty has all those commercials,
Yachty has the Sprite commercials.
Got the Nautica deal.
Yeah, I mean, but
if Clark County gets a clothing line, we know it's Yachty.
Yeah. Or if he's really independent.
Oh yeah.
Or if he's a plant.
Industry plant.
Which is what some people have theorized about Chance himself. He's an anti-industry plant. I thought the best part of that episode was the Foot Locker scene.
That wasn't even a Foot Locker. That was like a.
It was like a Champs.
It's like a rack room shoes. It was like
a finish line.
No, it was like famous footwear.
Also, it was like a Payless.
Yeah.
So like
we ran out with like four boxes
yeah,
of like
4
Aldos.
boxes of shoes. He had a box of boots, some
Stacey Adams.
some yeah, exactly. Like what? And like I think really the funniest part of the episode was the very end.
What kind of policy? No, it was a no chase policy.
Yeah, and he's like, they just got to give you great customer service. Constant, nonstop, great customer service.
Sir, aren't you gonna pay for that, sir?
Sir? Oh. And then Earn, like an idiot, goes up there and pays for shoes.
Because think about it. We didn't talk about where that 4K came from. So if you remember,
season
1,
I think like episode 4.
Yeah, it was whenever they went to like that pawn shop.
Yeah, when they got the samurai sword, and then they tried the samurai sword for
the Steve McQueen poster.
Yeah, Black people don't know who Steve McQueen is. They just gave me to do that so they can turn around and rob me.
Darius told Earn that he would see it through, that he could like breed puppies, and once they sold, that Earn would make like a substantial amount of money.
And in fact, he did.
Yeah, he $4,000 in fact. As Earn is wont to do, like an idiot.
Yes. Like, how are you going to listen to somebody you have known for all of about, what, like
30 seconds?
2 days? No, Tracy was in the first episode.
They didn't interact, I don't think.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, he was like...
Oh, he was laughing at him.
Yeah, he's like, you staying here?
Yeah,
yeah, man.
He gave you a gun and you took it?
Yeah. But, like, here was the thing. So, like, Tracy is like, I can take all that money you got and I can double it. And Earn's like, for real? He's like, yeah. He's like, yeah.
So
and then
Paperboy's
like, yeah, he's on that mall gift card, like, shit. And he goes to the mall and has $8,000.
That he has to spend in like an hour?
In 10 minutes. No, 10 minutes.
It was 10 minutes?
Remember, he's like, you've got 10 minutes, maybe you got 20 minutes, maybe 10 before they find you out and start cutting you off. So he's like, I didn't even get to spend all of that money.
He was buying like wicker baskets and like
Vitamix.
Yeah.
Which he didn't even get to use because he lost it on the bus. Like what exactly? Why would you invest all of it into one place?
Right.
Stupid.
Well, he had 20 minutes. He didn't. I mean, we don't know how big the mall was either, so he could have.
It doesn't matter.
One late he could go to finish line or like Foot Locker and just run up a check.
No, but
that would have been a smart thing to do.
Well, yeah.
Because he could have resold the shoes.
Yes. I mean, like Finish Line's got shoes like that anyway. But no.
Yes, they do.
They don't.
Yes, they do.
They're not Foot Locker or House.
Depends on which one you go to. Like,
I've never been to a reputable Finish Line as far as like.
I've bought several shoes from Finish Line.
As far as like. Big name, like good shoes.
Jordan's from Finish Line, in fact.
Wow.
Yes.
But no, and I'm not throwing shade at you, Finish Line. I know what you are. I'm just saying.
I think you just haven't been to a good one. That's all.
That is very possible. But overall,
I mean, he could have resold like running shoes, even like he could have.
Yeah, for like above market price.
Exactly.
Like just buy all the clearance shoes and then sell them on eBay for $20 more bucks.
For sell them at retail.
For list price, yeah. But like, I think putting all your eggs in one basket is absolutely the wrong thing to do. He should have just kept
the money, honestly. Like,
yes, paid Van off.
I think he did.
Oh, at the end of season 1?
No, in the next episode.
Okay, yeah.
Remember when he had all that money?
You're right.
Was that okay? So,
well, hold on.
What else happened in 2?
The very, very end, where Tracy is in that interview at that place.
Oh, the beginning.
What? What about the beginning?
Where
Paperboy got robbed. Robin
Hey,
Susan.
man, I don't want to do
this. hey, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I hate to do this.
I hate to do this, bro. I'm sorry. Like,
he just robs him so politely.
Yeah. And he's like, okay, you got to give me your keys. He's like, why? Like, I can't have you chasing me. He's like, man, like, and this was his plug.
Exactly.
This was his dealer.
In fact.
And they spent like a big subplot was the whole episode. Paperboy and Darius were trying to find a new plug, and
one of which sent him his
girlfriend's acoustic.
Was it his girlfriend's or his sister?
Acoustic.
It was girl.
His girlfriend's
his acoustic cover of Paperboy.
Yeah, by Paperboy. She's like, Paperboy.
It played over the end credits too.
Paperboy. Yeah. It was so funny. I was like, what the hell? This nonsense.
And then
this Nikki Heaton nonsense.
Episode 3, probably, honestly, my favorite episode so far.
Yeah.
Stunting season.
Well, hold on. We didn't talk about the end where Tracy. Okay, so
with the job interview.
Yes. So, which may have been the funniest moment of the whole season.
His hair.
Okay, so
his hair is the funniest part.
This man's got a wave cap on the whole episode before.
And in episode 1.
Oh yeah.
He's had this wave cap on for like
bacon.
an indeterminate amount of time.
These is bacon. They're gonna be real cool. I was like,
he had hair like Edward James almost. He had hair.
He looked like Mr. Rogers. But it's so good because it came right out of the commercial break.
It's just a big close up on his head.
On like the crown of his dome. On the crown of his dome, and you can just see the whole head of hair, and you're just like, oh no. I literally fell on the floor like laughing about this. Like, it was just so ridiculous, and he's just, like giving his interview like all polite nonsense, and then
he just turns up at the end.
Yeah, and then then the dude's like, we just don't have the positions right now, which I'm like, one, that is bullshit, because like you wouldn't have been like hosting interviews if you weren't hiring. So he kind of had a reasonable right to be PO'd, but like at the very end he's like,
he slapped the guy?
No, he knocked a pencil mug off the table. Like, man, fuck this, some racist bullshit, and just slaps this mug off the table full of pencils and crashes it against the wall. Like, y'all don't hire black people around here.
Right.
Like, this is so good.
But yeah, stunting season.
Yeah, stunting
my personal
season,
favorite so far.
Definitely a great episode. I don't know where Ern was getting all this money.
I want to say it was his
Paperboys tour.
Yeah.
At the end of season 1, well, what probably happened between?
It's like some royalties or something. Because at first I was like, is that his tax return? And I was like, he doesn't have a job. So it can't be his tax return.
Well, a real quote-unquote job. I mean, but yeah, I mean, this episode was ridiculous. Like, that like, at the bar that they went to.
Nobody pays with $100 bill.
They don't. They really don't. But when the white man does it,
he scammed him. He was like, we know it's a real $100 bill, but we kind of, but the guy called us, so we had to run with it.
That was ridiculous. That was so fucked up. Like, I guess he just didn't want particular people in his bar, which I thought was messed up.
He was like, he's a Nigerian. I don't trust Nigerians.
Darius is Nigerian.
That's what made it so funny. Yeah,
I mean, Darius is probably the best character on the show. But
yeah, body of work probably. Yeah, Paperboy is up there though. I hear people talk about Ern a lot. Ern may be my least favorite character. I don't like Ern.
He might be the worst character on the show after this most recent episode. But yeah, stunting season was great, especially like them trying to hop around to all these like clubs and bars and shit, and then to only end up at the strip club.
That was a movie theater they went to at first.
Oh, for
when he pulled the gun out, that was a movie theater.
Trying to pay $100 at the movies?
You might have to. You factor in popcorn and.
Yeah, you're right. That's why we have Movie Pass. Shout out Movie Pass.
They're not paying us yet.
Not yet. We're working on it.
Soon.
We're working on that ad revenue. Gonna plug them as much as we can. Movie Pass, every other word. Movie Pass. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't really love this episode. I liked it a lot, but I didn't love it. You know what I mean? Like, obviously it's your favorite.
I loved it.
I was gonna say obviously it was your favorite.
It's a big disagree.
I thought the part where
it had the most like
laugh out. Oh, the Mike Vick part.
Not even that. Like before you even get to that, like when he was in the strip club and the guy was like trying to shame him into tipping.
Yeah.
He was like, the young brother over there in that whack ass Coca-Cola shirt. You took $200 out of your PNC account.
What a guy. What a plug. But yeah.
He felt bad, so he gave her some money.
That $20, that 20%, 20% cover. That was ridiculous.
Wow, I'm not getting into the exotic dance business.
Yeah,
Jesus.
exactly. Me either. That was
That's a ripoff.
that was steep. Like, think about this. You take out $1,000, they're taking $200 of that.
At least.
That's exactly 20%.
No, at least, because then you're gonna give away the other $800.
Yeah. I mean, that's ridiculous. Like, why?
Yeah.
I don't understand. The Mike Vick part was what murdered me.
Uproariously funny.
It may have been
Gut-bustingly funny.
It may have been my favorite part of the season thus far.
Yeah.
Because
Mike Vick out here racing people.
Like, here's the thing.
At first, because you know what's crazy? At first, I thought it was gonna be like, I didn't think they were actually gonna get Mike Vick.
Yeah, I didn't think it was actually Michael Vick.
And two, I thought when they said he was racing people, I thought he had like two people like lined up like Fast and Furious drag race style racing each other. And he was like betting on it, like dog fighting.
Oh my God! What? You really went all the way the wrong way. See,
which still would have been funny.
Oh yeah, but he's like, is he doing okay? Yeah, man.
He's doing great.
He's just hustling.
It's his 7th race.
Yeah. But I was like, they didn't really get Mike Vick, and then like we don't see
he just bends down. You just
we don't see his face until like the very very end before the race starts, and it's like Ern races him in like this 80s
this
footage.
like Rocky freeze frame.
Yeah. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun.
They feel like the Battle of the Network Stars theme music.
Yeah, I mean that was crazy. And they had like the 80s freeze frame too with like the weird filter.
Film degradation.
Yeah. Looked like a deep fried meme. Yeah, it was crazy.
And then just smash cut to like
Van and him
Michael
in the limo.
Vick.
It's Michael Vick. Like.
And then they played Saw Baby at the end of the episode, which was
quality.
Wow. Icing on the cake.
Yeah, that was easily the funniest moment of the season thus far.
Second only to he do got an alligator.
He do got an alligator. Yeah, them
kids ain't lying to you.
Those kids are not fibbing. Those children are not fibbing.
He didn't even have an actual alligator. It was a caiman.
What?
Yeah, they said that.
What's a caiman?
Like a large lizard. It's just a really big lizard.
Same thing. I mean, would it cause bodily harm if you fucked with it?
Fun fact, one of the cops in the Alligator Man episode, the black cop, is a professional wrestler.
Which one?
Percy Watson. He's on NXT.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've had.
I thought he looked familiar. Then I looked at went on Twitter and I was like, oh, it's Percy Watson.
They've had a few cameos this season, haven't they? Like that are like pretty notable.
Mike Vick, Cat Williams.
Are they gonna have Daniel Kaluuya on the show?
I wouldn't be surprised.
That would be amazing.
I wouldn't be surprised at all.
I would be up for it. But
I think you're gonna see more rappers on there.
We should.
Yeah.
I don't know how we haven't yet. Like, the closest we've gotten is Clark County, Migos, and...
I was going to say Migos. Yeah.
Oh, I was getting there in the fourth Migo, and apparently he's dead in real life. Because, like, they were like, they're going to kill him. He ain't going to last a week. They might have been...
Migo origin story.
They might
No, they said that they played Migo origins at the end of that episode with the Migos.
Oh, yo.
Yeah.
I didn't even recognize that. That's actually a neat detail. See, that's what I love about the show.
Oh, I love how the end credit songs always like in some way relate to the episode.
Yeah.
And you could talk about the last episode because I don't really have much to say about it other than I didn't care for it.
Look, it's a lot of background. So here's the thing. There are no Darius and Paperboy moments at all, which is okay.
Cause I'm. This might be a hot take, but I thought Van episode last season
was the worst one.
Yeah, other than like the end.
I mean, it was kind of stale. That episode was like the urine she tried to use.
No, but I mean the part with the kids that was funny with the white face. Yeah. Like that's hilarious.
That white face nonsense. That kid had the perfect face for that particular bit, like that shithead smile.
I'm talking about like that like long drawn out exposition at the beginning with her friend.
Yeah, and her friend was not cool.
I hated that part.
But like, yeah, that may have been one of my favorite moments of season 1.
It's up there with transracial for me.
Transracial and the invisible car.
Oh yeah,
The
the invisible car is a strong
car.
one.
The invisible car. Who was that guy supposed to be?
He was a Hawks player. Right, Joe Johnson.
Yeah, Joe.
Because his name had.
It was like Andre something.
No, it was like Marcus Morris, Marcus Mills or something like that.
Yeah, hold on, I'll pull it up. Yeah, I mean he kind of looked like he had like a Andre look.
But he had a lot of money.
Oh yeah.
Who else has a lot of money?
Joe
Joe
Johnson has an insane amount of money. Do you remember that Brooklyn contract? That was ridiculous.
That was the Atlanta contract. They traded it.
Oh yeah, it was a sign and trade. Okay. Yeah, you're right. You're right about that. But, let's see. Was that episode 9?
It's whatever episode the club is. That's the name of it.
Atlanta, the club.
I think episode 9 was Juneteenth.
It was. You're right. So it might have been 8.
Yeah.
Juneteenth.
Another good episode. All the episodes are good.
Yeah.
Like when I say worst episode, I mean like I'm obviously grading them like a curve.
It's like saying what's the worst Kendrick album.
Right.
Like, they're all good.
Right.
There's just damn stinks compared to the other 3. 4 really. I count Untitled Unmastered as an album.
I can go even further. You wait. Not to get off topic, but
yeah.
You said damn. I'm not ranking them when I'm just saying them out loud. Damn.
Yeah. Section 80.
Section 80. Good Kid. Pimp a Butterfly.
Untitled Unmastered.
Are you not counting Overly Dedicated?
That's a mixtape.
What's the difference?
It's not an album.
He wasn't rapping over other people's beats.
It's a mixtape.
Okay, what's the difference?
It's not like Chance, where literally everything he releases is a mixtape.
Okay, so what I'm saying, what's the difference?
I don't know.
Like, why can't you count it?
I don't know. Wait, what? They're not like showing
his name.
Yeah, was he just called Dude?
No, he had a name because remember when he bought out the bar? It was like so and so bought out the bar. No, really, he bought out the bar. No more drinks. Remember?
Yeah, get out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basketball player.
Atlanta FX.
I'm looking at the IMDb and I'm getting jacked.
Yeah, I want to say it was Marcus something, but anyway, last night was episode 4.
Okay, so since you didn't love it, it may probably be your worst episode yet.
Yeah, honestly, it's just
it was character development.
Yeah, which is fine, but I don't care about Van's character all that much.
I do. I think it really proved her importance in this past episode. When she was talking to that other girl, Courtney, was that her name?
I think so.
The
one that was dating Dave?
Yeah. Fucking Dave. I was when they mentioned that they were going to this festival, like in the exposition of the episode, they were like, yeah, she's dating Dave. I was like,
oh no.
I was like, I turned to Cam because we were watching it together. I was like, no, wait, no. Not
for y'all who might have forgot.
Not Dave.
Dave was the gentleman in the very first episode.
The white man.
Who said the white man who said the N-word in the parking lot at the radio station.
Indeed, soft A, soft A. Thankfully, but
like that makes it any better.
It doesn't make it better. I am just pointing it out. But and then when presented with Paperboy and Darius, he
clammed up.
He would not say it. He would not retell the story.
Not a peep.
not a peep. But yeah, I was like, Cam, they're not bringing Dave back, are they? And you were like, I don't know. And once we get there, this man is in straight up lederhosen. Yeah. He was really into it, and I didn't quite understand why. I mean, yeah, it may be his culture, but
he was legit German. Like they had, remember him and Van had a whole conversation in German.
A small one, but yeah, and that was really the central theme of the episode, showing that Ern and Van really
don't have anything in common.
Don't have the same goals,
don't have anything in common,
compatibility,
interests,
or anything like that. They were just two people that had a baby.
Correct.
But they love each other, which stinks. Not love itself, but I mean, hot take, it does. But in general, like, it was really about the disconnect between the two. Ern has no idea at all what he wants in a relationship, in life. And Van is more zeroed in on what she wants. She wants to be a teacher and keep rising in the ranks in that. Get married. Obviously raise Lottie. And I think that's another thing Ern wants to do. But
right.
At the same
I think Ern's intentions are good, but he hasn't had enough personal growth.
At all.
Yeah.
I want to know why he dropped out of Princeton.
He was kicked out.
This episode makes me want to know what happened.
He was kicked out, remember?
Yeah, okay, yeah. But
we don't know why, but he was kicked out.
But why? Yeah. That's my question.
I think he was, I feel like he was, like, selling drugs, I think that's what it's going to be.
He was moving?
I don't know if he probably wasn't doing it, like, very competently on a big scale. Because, like, remember, Ern's an idiot, so he was probably doing it.
He is a smart idiot.
He's book smart.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
He's not street smart at all.
Smart idiot. Like, good
He
guy.
doesn't have common sense.
At all. He needs to earn marks. That's his name.
Ooh.
His name means something. I don't know how.
Get money.
Yeah, earn money.
Yeah,
earn marks.
Get money. Earn marks,
money.
yeah.
But he doesn't know how to do that.
Not consistently.
Not consistently, efficiently, or effectively.
Yeah.
He just occasionally
he hopped on his cousin's gravy train.
Yes, right. Well, before he hopped on it as it was a train before it became a gravy boat.
Also, another thing about this season, like we kind of like, how popular is Paperboy now? Do you think?
What do you mean, like, as far as like?
Because they mentioned several times that, like, he had a tour, his songs have been on the radio. Remember that white lady that complained about it?
Yeah.
Shout out to Vince Staples.
Okay, that portion of episode 3 had me losing my mind.
That's the very beginning too.
Yeah. I was like, oh no, they're really not about to have this white lady say that word on this television. Oh, yes,
all
they
those
did.
Words. Several of those words.
I loved the last line. It was like something about like kneel down, shout out Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah.
I was like, that is genius. I know for a fact Gambino wrote that line. But I mean, honestly, those bars were actually pretty nice.
Yeah. I'm waiting for them to put out the Paperboy mixtape. I legitimately want to listen to it.
I do too.
You know who that is rapping, right?
Who?
It's his brother. It's Stevie.
Oh, for real?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah.
Like, I knew it kind of sounded like Ern though.
Nah, because they sound kind of similar. Him and his brother.
I haven't heard Stevie talk.
He listen to royalty, right? He raps on royalty.
What
like multiple songs, maybe.
Wait, what's his rap
Stevie
name?
G. Lover? That's Steve Glover.
What?
That's his brother, yeah.
Whoa. I'm getting all these epiphanies on this podcast right now.
I'm gonna tell you which song. He is on One Up.
Yeah.
One
Up's a good song.
I think that's it. Yeah, he's on One Up.
I still can't believe he got Tina Fey on a mixtape. Yeah?
Yep.
Well, I'll be damned.
Learn something new every day.
Yes, you do, folks. But, yeah, overall, like, it was... that scene was ridiculous.
Like, it wasn't a bad 30 minutes of TV.
No.
I just didn't care for it as much as I did in relation to the other one.
And I really
like, a bad episode of Atlanta is better than a good episode of a lot of shows.
Than a great episode of a lot of shows.
Yeah.
I just thought, like, it really wasn't going for funny this week. It wasn't. Like, there were parts that were obviously hysterical. Like when he puts the balls in the bag.
Basket.
Yeah, in the bag. It was like a paper bag.
Everybody's like, how'd you do that?
God. All these white folks are like,
whoa.
No,
they weren't all white.
Most. Like,
it was like 75%. It was more black people than you think.
I didn't see. Like, were they under the masks?
Some of them were, yeah. Because you can see them when they do the thing at the end with Van.
Oh yeah.
Some of them black.
Well, then they must have defied Ern's expectations at the beginning of the episode. I didn't even notice that.
He just
detail.
had no interest in being there at all.
He didn't at one bit. Which I don't understand why. Like, you love this woman, you should want to do things with her. right?
I don't think he loves her like he says he does.
He just thinks it's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
He never knows what the right thing to do is.
Ever.
He should never listen to himself.
Literally ever.
He should do what George does. That one episode, was it season 5 finale? Season 6? Yeah, he does the opposite of his instinct, and it works like gangbusters. Like, that's what he should do.
You should listen to Darius.
Darius
has literally never steered him wrong.
Everyone should listen to Darius.
That's what we're gonna leave you at for Atlanta so
Yeah.
far for season 2.
Yes.
Listen to Darius.
Listen to Darius.
And also listen to us because we're about to talk about the
March Madness
NCAA tournament, I believe it's called.
Yes.
In some circles.
The National Collegiate Association of Athletes.
National Collegiate Athletic Association.
Whatever. The Slave Owners Association.
Yikes.
We both know it's true.
Oh, of course.
So first,
tournament of free labor.
But say, speaking of slave owning, shout out UVA.
Wow.
Got spanked.
Didn't only lose to a 16 seed.
They got 20 ball.
Got mollywopped by a 16 seed.
Mollywopped. Yeah, they got destroyed.
They had to pass the sticks from a 16 seed. That's so embarrassing.
I mean, like, here's how bad it was. So, UVA, like, could have only given up 2 points in the first half, and they still would have lost. That's how good UMBC was.
The game
in the
was
second
21-21 at halftime. UMBC won 74-54.
Yeah. it was
53 bad. American points in the second half.
In a college basketball
Yes.
game. Color me shook. Not only them though. They're not the only ones to go down. They were just they were just the one.
Not at all.
They were just the ones that made history. Cuz they were the very first 1 seed in NCAA history.
One season, 136-1 now, I think.
Who cares?
Something like that.
What, that doesn't add up math-wise. There's 4 1 seeds.
Well, because they play other games after Virginia plays, so it's probably like 138.
It would have to be like 135 and 1.
Who knows?
Who cares?
Yeah.
But anyway,
I ain't a math major.
Me either. Far from it, in fact. I'm more of the writing than the arithmetic. So the other teams that went down were 2 seed UNC, which I'm sure, were not very happy about.
No, I wasn't. Keep going.
Y'all got smashed.
Yeah, we did. Keep going.
Texas A&M, by the way, they shouldn't have beat UNC because they got crushed by Michigan last night.
Well, I don't know if, honestly, the way Michigan shot last night, I don't know if anybody would have beat them. They shot like 70% from 3.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Cincy lost to Nevada, of all teams. I didn't think that was going to happen at all. I had Nevada losing in the first round of Texas.
Me too.
I mean, come on. I thought it was like Mo Bamba.
You want to talk about brackets getting busted this year. Who boy.
Oh, you should see ours. They're absolutely destroyed.
Dreadful.
I think I have like
horrendous.
I feel like I have like 2.2% right.
I think I might have Michigan going to the Final Four in one of mine.
I got West Virginia still alive.
Oh, yeah. We'll talk about them in a minute.
Yes, we will. Xavier lost to Florida State.
They did.
Yeah.
Who's in the Elite Eight, by the way?
Yeah.
I beat Gonzaga last night.
They had to beat MPJ in the first round, and then they had to beat a 1 seed.
He played like trash in that game, too.
Yeah, I think he's still recovering. I don't think he should have came back.
No, he shouldn't have come back. Yeah.
Ayton. I had Arizona winning the whole fucking thing.
Too bad.
Because I was like, no one in college basketball can defend this 35-year-old.
35? Give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that man, he is a mountain of a man.
A large human, folks.
He has muscle, like...
He has muscles on his muscles.
Yeah, I got muscles on my eyeballs. Yeah, DeAndre Ayton, 2017. But they got bounced pretty hard, too, by Buffalo.
He got smacked.
Was it like 96 to 69 or something
It was
like
a
that?
wire-to-wire game, too. I don't think Arizona had a lead in that game. They just got kicked.
Run off the court.
Yeah.
Got the brakes beat off of them.
Correct.
Tennessee
frauds the whole season.
Yeah, didn't they get beat by Loyola?
Yep. They sure did.
Who beat Nevada
Who was
last
also
night.
in the Elite Eight.
They're they
The
played
darlings of the
4
tournament.
games.
Yeah.
They got into play-in game, and they've been just running ramshot on people. It's ridiculous.
Have a very good shot of making the Final Four.
Yeah.
All they got to do is
they
beat
playing
Kansas State. They've beaten better teams.
Yeah, they have. They in fact beat no. Yeah, no.
You gonna say Kentucky? No, Kentucky lost to.
No, they beat Nevada
Kansas
last
State.
night.
Yeah.
But didn't they beat someone like pretty good before that? Like
Tennessee. Tennessee was a 3 seed.
Tennessee's always a fake good team. They were like Auburn, who got destroyed.
At Clemson.
That game may have been the worst I've seen in the tournament.
That game last night, that Texas A&M Michigan game, was pretty bad.
It was on par. Miami went down. Who'd they lose to?
Loyola.
Oh, so
Yeah.
Loyola's taking out both of them.
The Giant Killers.
Wichita State lost to our in-state rival Marshall.
Correct.
Yikes! How do you lose to a team that hasn't been to the tournament in since the millennium rolled over?
Ask Tennessee and Miami.
Now Dan D'Antoni has something to talk about at the Thanksgiving table when Mike's showing his ring off this year.
Ooh.
And
put the cart before the horse, buddy.
And Michigan State.
Frauds.
Michigan.
Frauds, I say.
Who'd they lose to? Who did Michigan State lose to?
That's a good question. But
they got.
I just want to say right here, right now, Tom Izzo is a fraud. Thank you.
Yeah, and he also allowed all those things to go on.
Correct.
While he was working there, which is not cool. Not cool at all.
Certain person on this podcast picked Michigan State to win the national championship.
In one bracket, yes,
certain
I did.
Person.
I did, in fact.
Certain individual. Wonder who that would be.
Couldn't be me.
Couldn't be me.
Couldn't be
no,
me.
No, sir, I knew better.
Couldn't be me.
Michigan State lost to 11 seed Syracuse, who was also played.
Yeah, they're playing tonight.
Also played 3 games. They played in the play-in game too.
They were playing. Oh my God.
They're playing Duke tonight.
Jim Boeheim is the GOAT. This may be his best coaching job.
Damn zone.
This may be his best coaching
they
job.
went to the Final Four. With Tyler Lydon is his best player 2 years ago.
Oh my God, Tyler Lydon.
Which they could go to the Final Four this year.
Who do they have to play?
Duke.
They got to play Kansas.
That's a conference game. That can swing either way.
Yeah, really good.
Kansas has to beat Clemson. Clemson's a good team.
And it's great coaching against great coaching.
It's a good team. Clemson's a good team. They might beat Kansas. And Bill Self stinks in the tournament. So
Clemson. After that one game they had against
I don't think Kansas is that good. Kansas probably should have lost to Seton Hall, if we're being completely honest.
I've never been a believer in Devontae Graham.
I've never been a believer in Bill Self.
That either.
Mario Chalmers saved his job.
Mario, yeah, he really did. He nearly gave that game away on coaching alone. But yeah, I mean, overall, this tournament has been
wacky.
Quite possibly the craziest I've seen ever. This will go down as probably as close to the UConn championship with Shabazz, where they faced 3 seed Michigan.
Nah, the one with Kimba was even weirder than that.
Wait, for real?
Butler was like an 8 seed in the national championship game.
They were like a 10 seed.
They played a terrible national championship game.
Yeah, well, which was like a defensive struggle.
It was like 36-48
with 5 minutes
I think
to go.
that might have been the final.
Nah,
that game was horrible.
Yeah, Butler had that one tall white dude that played center.
Oh, R.I.P. Matt Howard.
Yeah, Matt Howard. Yeah.
Yeah. He died. Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Whoa. When did that happen?
Of
what? How did he die? What the fuck? I'm getting absolutely educated on this podcast. Was that 2010 that Kimba?
I think so.
Wow. So long ago. Men's basketball tournament.
Oh no, it wasn't. It was Andrew Smith, not
Oh, it wasn't.
He was on that team though. He was the center. Yeah.
You know who else was on that team? Who was the star of the show? Shelvin Mack.
Oh yeah, still in the NBA.
Yeah, playing for the Magic, I think.
Is that really in the NBA?
They're a G League team with Aaron Gordon.
That's generous.
See, Aaron Gordon is like the only worthwhile piece on that team left. I would argue they're in a worse position than the Nets.
Nets have good players.
Yeah, exactly. They have Spencer Dinwiddie, for sure.
Alan Crabb.
D'Lo.
Yeah, right.
And I mean Jarrett Allen.
They will eventually have a pick in the next 5 years.
Yeah, I think next year. Jarrett Allen looks pretty good. Okafor has been okay. Rondé Hollis Jefferson's fine. He's a fine player. Kilpatrick.
Caris LeVert's good.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they've got things going.
I mean, he's playing in the East too, so it's not like
when your marquee free agent signee is Jonathan Simmons, you're fucking up.
Well, I thought that they were going to be better than they were, but never underestimate the ineptitude of the Orlando Magic. What are we looking up?
I'm still trying to find that final score to that
2011 championship game.
Yeah. Final four. 53-41.
Barn burner.
Man, it was a real hoop.
Calipari got to the Final Four that year. People forget that.
With Brandon Knight?
Yeah, I think so.
Ugh.
I think so.
The human dunk dummy?
Yeah, Brandon Knight, Terrence Jones.
Okay, Terrence Jones has never been a bad NBA player. I don't like the slander and the fact that he's been so underappreciated.
You wanna hear who the starters were for Kentucky that year?
It was Brandon Knight, playing quote unquote point guard.
He had a terrible game in the Final Four. He was 6 for 23, 3 of 11 from 3.
Ooh, looks like his NBA stat lines.
Starters were Brandon Knight, DeAndre Liggins.
Oh my God.
Josh Harrelson.
Oh.
Darius Miller.
Who?
Still, 4 of these players are still in the NBA.
Yeah, but in what capacity?
I think Miller might start for the Pelicans.
Oh my God. That team needs to get some depth.
Deron Lamb.
Oh, I remember that name.
Wow, looking at the names on this.
Didn't we get beat by them in the first round?
That year?
Yeah.
Oh God, did we make tournament in 11?
I think.
Let me see.
Did we? Did we go to the NIT that
We
year?
lost. We lost in the second round to Kentucky.
Okay.
We were a 5 seed. We beat Clemson.
Oh, I remember. Okay, so yeah, that was the year I was like on the huge hype train about that team. Mistake. I was like, we just got out of the Final Four. We're gonna be so
That
good.
was
Kevin Jones.
Oh, Kevin Noreen.
Oh, Kevin
The legend.
Noreen. He was Nate Adrian before Nate Adrian was here. We go to West Virginia University
By the
for
way,
those of
yeah.
y'all that don't know.
When was Pittsnoggle? What year was that?
04 when we went to the Elite Eight. 6'11" and could shoot threes.
Shoot the lights out.
Yeah, I think if he was like in today, he would have gotten drafted.
Oh yeah,
but
he's
like
a second round.
Yeah, at least like he was like Frank Kaminsky, but he didn't
probably
play.
was better than Frank.
Woo, hot
Frank
take.
Kaminsky stinks.
Hot take on this podcast. What do you see happening throughout the rest of the tournament?
Good question. So the left side of the bracket, we're in the Elite Eight.
I got Chicago going.
Me too.
Going to the Final Four.
Yep.
Of all places.
I got
Facing us.
Loyola Chicago, and they'll be playing Michigan in the Final Four.
Do we have to go through Michigan?
No, Michigan's
okay.
in the West. They play Florida State in the Elite Eight.
They'll lose to Michigan.
Yeah, in the semifinal.
Yeah, Michigan will be in the title game at this point.
On the other side of the bracket, I think
we're gonna make it. I think
we'll beat Villanova. Honestly.
Yeah, tonight. Yeah. Villanova's so small.
Right.
I feel like we eat those teams alive.
4 guards against us. I don't think that's a good idea.
No, it's not at all. Like we will eat them alive. That's what that's what a Mountaineer does. We kill animals.
In that bracket is Texas Tech and Purdue.
Texas Tech and Purdue.
I know we can beat Texas Tech.
That game sounds like it stinks.
But Purdue has just like
I'm not gonna watch that game.
Several tall humans.
Yeah, but they've also got that. They've also got an issue. They've also got that one guy out with an elbow.
But they said that they might have an NCAA approved elbow brace for him to wear, so he might play.
Is he really that good?
He's a starting center.
Oh my God! How is he gonna play with one arm?
Knows.
He ain't Emmitt Smith. This
Just
ain't
Gronk.
football.
He's gonna Gronk it.
Gronk it. Oh my god.
He just comes out with that giant air cast on the
Yeah.
arm like Gronk has.
Which they put a sleeve over to make it look like. It's like when Sherman was playing in the Super Bowl the second time.
Oh yeah.
Isn't that massive cast on his left arm?
Kansas and Clemson.
Clemson will beat him.
I think so, honestly.
This is Clemson's year.
I feel like if things shake right, Clemson can go to the Final Four. They can beat Duke.
Yeah, they
I
could.
think they've already beaten Duke, if I'm
Yeah,
not mistaken.
I think this year they beat Duke. Yeah, I mean, I don't know any of their players, but
That's a good sign.
But the way that they spanked,
And the way that this tournament is going.
the way that they just outright spanked Auburn,
Oh yeah.
regular season
Embarrassing.
SEC champions, was
I mean,
sad.
that's not really saying much.
I was watching that game like in between commercials of the WVU game against Marshall.
Mhm.
By the way, shout out John Elmore. You tried so hard, buddy. I went to high school with him. But we shut him down. But overall, like I was watching that game in between like commercial breaks and like foul shots, and I was like, my God,
It was bad.
It was bad from beginning to end.
Oh yeah.
Like it was wire to wire, a complete ass whooping, as some folks call it.
Correct.
But yeah, overall, like I see either us or Clemson going to the title game against Michigan at this point.
I like our chances.
I really do.
Yeah. I feel like if we beat Villanova, Villanova's the best team left. So there's no reason we can't beat anybody else that we have to play.
The only problem I ever had was us playing a team that's got incredible big guys.
Purdue. That could be an issue. But then he has one arm, so.
Yeah, but here's my thing, like that. I mean, we've got a big guy.
Yeah.
Like Majid Bender stinks.
Konate plays.
So
He plays
so
big. He plays
aggressive.
bigger than he is.
He plays like 7'2". He plays like Whiteside.
Right.
He plays exactly like
Yes.
Whiteside. But
Poor man's Andre Drummond. I agree.
oh, Drummond doesn't play that well on defense. He doesn't block shots. Too big. He can't get off the ground. He's got good timing.
Whiteside is taller than him.
Yeah.
You say he was too big.
I was-
Whiteside's 7'2".
I was talking about
It's
bulk.
Okay.
talking about bulk.
Whiteside is a slim fella.
He's strong though.
A svelte 7'2".
A Marshall product,
Correct.
actually. But yeah, I mean, and if it gets down to WVU versus Michigan, we'll win that game.
Yeah.
That's too much. They're too guard oriented. Every team left, really,
Yeah.
outside of Purdue, who
may lose to Texas Tech, by the way.
and we could beat Tech.
Yeah.
I'm not
Not worried
at
about
all
them
afraid
at
of
all.
them. As long as we just don't blow leads, WVU's got this in the bag.
They just lose. They lose by 20 tonight to Villanova. The dream is dead.
The dream is destroyed and this podcast is invalidated. We'll never recover. But, yeah, and if we don't make it, I'd say Clemson probably.
Yeah.
It'll probably be Clemson, Michigan, which nobody wants.
I watched that football game. I'm not gonna watch that basketball
I
game.
think Duke, aren't they? Yeah, I mean Duke.
If they beat Syracuse, they got a good shot.
I say Duke playing against Michigan will
They'd
be good for
kill
the ratings.
Kansas. Duke would kill Kansas.
They would murder them.
Yeah.
Coach K would mentally annihilate Bill Self.
Grace now just gonna like push Devontae Graham in like the popcorn machine.
Hate that man.
You and me both.
He is the dirtiest player I have watched
Future
play
warrior.
the game.
Future warrior Grayson Allen.
He's
gonna learn from Tula Jazaza.
I mean, oh my God. Here's how you step on their player leg.
Correct.
Or you fall on it, or you grab someone's arm and yank it.
Stick your butt out, trip people up.
I mean, sticking your butt out, it's not
It's whatever you want to do.
not not bad, but
The guy fell.
it's wrong. But outside of that, yeah, I mean that's all we've got for that. So let's swing it over to the hot takes.
You wanna go first?
I can go first.
By all means.
JETS, just stupid. Like, y'all are so bad. New York, what are you doing? I'm serious. This is a legitimate question. What are you doing? You moved up 3 spots. To get who? Who are y'all trying to get? You're gonna get
third pick, right?
Yeah, third pick. You're gonna get Josh Allen because I think the Browns are duping people. I think they're like, yeah, we're high on Allen, so they can trade the first pick. Allen's not worth a damn.
I think they're gonna go Darnold personally.
Josh Allen in a regular draft is a 5th round pick. He's Zach Dysert. He's Zach Dysert. He's Zach Dysert. And this isn't even a hot take. He's just trash. How do you throw 56% in the Big Sky Conference? Exactly.
No.
I don't.
Mountain West, I think.
Whatever. Like, Hawaii doesn't even play defense. Like, come on. Like, in the Mountain West Conference, you're throwing 56% and throwing almost as many interceptions as touchdowns. I watched plenty of tape on this guy over the break. By the way, sorry about that, y'all, but I mean, it is what it is.
Life gets in the way.
Life does get in the way. But the guy doesn't read defenses. He's not athletic. He's
just tall and white.
He's just tall and can throw a ball.
And white. He's
Josh Rosen, but worse. Like, Josh Rosen is, in every way, a better player. Wow. Okay.
Josh David Booty.
Ooh, yuck. Shout out USC, who I think has the best quarterback in the draft. Darnold is easily
between Darnold and Rosen.
It's not even close to me. Here's Rosen's problem. He's got Favre disorder, which means he thinks he can make every single throw. And
I also think he's too smart for football.
He throws in a double. Wow. But he throws in a double, triple coverages. Now, granted, he will occasionally make those throws. Yeah. But you're right.
I see everybody trying to compare Baker Mayfield to Brett. I don't see it.
To who?
Favre. I don't see it.
I do.
Nah.
Attitude.
Nah.
Attitude. They're both kind of short. The big arm.
I mean, Drew Brees is short.
And they're kind of mobile. Favre ran the ball a little bit earlier in his career. I mean, I don't think he's going to go full on getting caught out drunk in Fayetteville, Arkansas, or
running from the cops,
running from the police, or
what about
stamping a flag.
What about the guy they want to turn into a wide receiver that has some of the best stats, Mr. Jackson?
Oh, Lamar. I thought you were going to talk about Brad Smith. Who the Jets did turn into a receiver.
That would be so Jets if they just drafted Lamar and never played him at quarterback. That'd be the most Jets thing they could do.
Kind of how they traded for Tim Tebow and never used him.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out Tim Tebow. We miss you.
You miss him.
He won games.
I still have to deal with him. He's in baseball now.
Oh, that's a damn shame. But let's see all the little pieces that you gave away, because it looks like you gave up your 6th pick to the Colts, and I still think they can get Bradley Chubb, which is who I think they're going to try to get. It also looks like you gave up two second-rounders this year and another one next year. What, y'all think your pick next year is going to be worth a fuck?
No.
Come on. Fat chance. Especially if you bring in Josh Allen?
That sounds like 2-14 to me.
That sounds like 0-16 to me. I mean, they lost their number 1 receiver in Decker, who was not ever a number 1. Speaking of which, the Raiders may sign him. I guess we're just trying to go for the all-white guy receiver core.
Work for us. Work for the Patriots.
But we're bringing in old guys. We're bringing in the over 30 crowd.
Old whites.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Crusty towel whites.
You need young whites. You need young spry whites.
That used to play quarterback in college.
Oh, yeah, Kent State whites. Lacrosse playing whites.
Wait.
Chris Hogan.
Oh, I hate him. He plays football so ugly.
What?
I remember he was playing against the Bills and ran for that touchdown and did that thing with the ball where he covered it 20 yards away from the end zone.
He didn't want to fumble.
Get better holding it with one arm.
Did he fumble the ball?
No one even
okay.
got. No
All
one
right
got,
then.
No
okay.
No one got close to him.
He was pressing right bumper. He didn't want to fumble.
He has bad.
He was pressing right bumper. He didn't want to fumble. That's how you cover the ball.
He's got bad football.
Haven't you played Madden before?
Not this most recent one. It stinks.
Agreed.
But yeah, I mean, overall, like, this is just another bad decision in a long line of Jets' bad decisions. When was the last time they made a good one? Off the top of your head.
Curtis Martin.
Well, get that trade back in like '98.
Yeah.
When they had him paired with Vincent Testaverde.
Vincent Testaverde?
Yes. Vinny?
Vinsanity?
Vinsanity. That was the first instance of it. The former Heisman winner? Couldn't be.
That's the one.
He stank. One of the worst.
In the NFL.
One of the worst quarterbacks in NFL
He was good in college.
history. It is a travesty that man has like 50,000 yards.
I got a hot take.
What? Joe Namath the worst quarterback?
No, it's Tyrod Taylor
is actually a good quarterback.
Is the best quarterback in Browns history.
Since they
think about it.
Hold on, since they re-upped?
No,
I mean like since
you
goes. Cannot tell me he's
it
better
goes
than Otto Graham.
It goes
or Bernie Kosar.
If you didn't play before integration, I don't count.
He played with Marion Motley, the first black player. What are you talking about? He also won an NBA title.
Did he have a real helmet?
Wow. Yes. As real as all the other ones.
He was playing with a piece of leather. He was playing with a piece of bacon on top of his head.
A piece of bacon.
Well,
pork loin.
Tyrod can be second.
I mean,
it's Otto Graham, Tyrod Taylor, and Bernie Kosar. That's the three.
And then like Derek Anderson, the 2 years of quality play.
Testaverde would be before Anderson for me.
What? No, because he went
Browns.
No, because he went to the Ravens after that because of the move. He automatically
doesn't count.
He doesn't count anymore.
Oh, okay.
Jeff Garcia.
He's definitely the best one they've had since they re-upped.
Oh, easily. Tyrod Taylor, in my opinion, is like a top 12.
Pro Bowler.
Is a top 12 quarterback.
He is a Pro Bowler.
This past year?
I think multiple times. Actually, I know he went this year.
For real?
It's like everybody declined. He still got there though. It counts.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's one of the most underrated players in the league. Like that's how I've always felt. Like
he's got 2-yard Jarvis with him now.
2-yard Jarvis. He is a Super Bowl champion.
Correct.
No, he only went to the Pro Bowl last year.
No,
okay. 2015.
2-time Pro Bowler?
No, one time.
Oh, I thought he went last year.
ACC Player of the Year and 3-time ACC champion.
Oh, he was good. He was really good at Virginia Tech.
And his TD to INT ratio is really good.
It's better than Nathan Peterman's.
Mine in the NFL could be better than Nathan Peterman.
Nathan J. Peterman.
Nathan J. Peterman. No. But, like, Tyrod's almost got a 3-to-1 TD to INT ratio. That's really good.
But Tanner, you're forgetting.
He is black.
He's black. He can't possibly be a good quarterback.
No.
Those are just the rules.
Goodness no.
Heavens no.
How soon do we forget that the man who has the most TDs in a quarter throwing the ball in a Super Bowl is Doug Williams, who is in fact a black guy.
The first black in the Super Bowl. Some would say.
Was he?
He was the first one to win one. It's only been two. Him and Russell.
Him and Cam?
Russell Wilson.
Okay, you're talking about win.
Yeah,
okay.
Cam Newton did not win the Super Bowl.
No, in fact, he blew it. Just like Tom did. The same exact way.
You know what?
Wah.
Are you done with your hot take?
I just want to have one last thought here. Who do the Jets even have now? They have nobody.
I don't have Mo Wilkerson anymore.
They're literally geared up for an 0-16.
Jamal Adams, who might
be really good.
Kill himself before he plays football.
Wait, what?
Who was the guy they drafted and he was like, I die on the field?
What?
This was last draft.
I don't know.
The Jets drafted some guy. He was a D-back.
Couldn't have been Jamal.
Anyway.
But Jamal looked really good last year. The small glimmer of the entire Jets team. I mean, they lost Decker, who was their second leading receiver.
Isn't that best receiver like Quincy a new one now?
Yeah, who isn't bad, but he's a 2.
A 3.
No,
On a good team.
he couldn't play. He could not play slot. There's no way he can play
I'm
slot.
talking about just third on the depth chart.
Oh, I mean, like he's a big boy. He's like 6'2", 230.
Put a big guy in the slot, see if he can run. Randy Moss could have played the slot. What's his excuse?
T.O. could have played the slot.
Yes.
But
Marvin Harrison could have played the slot.
But the Jets could have signed Allen Hurns, Allen Robinson.
Yeah, he went to the Cowboys.
Yes, he did. As of like an hour ago.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, they can get rid of Dez.
No, they can get rid of Dez and Terrence Williams. They both stink.
No, Terrence Williams can block at least.
He can't catch. He's a wide receiver that can't catch.
Which is shocking. Shocking. But yeah, I mean, just overall, like the Jets since the Mark Sanchez era have been nothing but a damn joke. And
even then, the coach had a foot fetish.
Yes, he did. And the butt fumble happened.
Yes.
On Turkey Day.
Remember that? I remember it like it was yesterday.
The greatest of
music to my ears.
The greatest of follies. But I mean, just overall, like, they're not getting better anytime soon.
No.
They should have kept all those picks. They should have drafted Baker at 6, which they definitely could have done, and then taken all those second rounders to actually like give him some support.
Who's their running back?
Forte retired.
Oh, that's right.
Powell? Bilal Powell? Ooh.
Oof.
Yikes.
Well, they might be able to get like. No, well, Shoney Michelle will be gone.
Yeah, he'll be a first or early
Nick Chubb,
second.
Maybe. If he falls.
He should because of his injury history.
Yeah, his knee exploded, but
twice.
Yeah.
But very quality running back.
Yes, very good.
But yeah, just overall the Jets have been nothing but a joke for the last decade, basically, and they are making yet another terrible Jets decision.
Got some breaking news.
And Michael
Bennett has been indicted on felony injury of the elderly at Super Bowl 51. An arrest warrant has been issued.
Whoa.
Wow.
Wait, he beat up an old person?
Apparently so.
Real bad.
Felony even. Feloniously.
Who did he beat up?
I don't know.
Who beats up old people?
Michael Bennett, apparently.
Yikes. Wait, the man that just signed with the Eagles?
Yes, that traded.
Well, same thing.
The very same.
Left the Seahawks.
The very same.
Maybe they knew.
Maybe so.
Maybe the Seahawks were a little bit smarter. Smart move, Seattle. Smart move.
My hot take's going to be quick, just like super quick. Stop telling people getting on Twitter and with your grievous injuries or malpractice suits.
Or even when you're trying to like go after women or men on there.
And say Twitter do your thing.
It is the lamest.
It's
lamest
lazy.
thing. And that
hire a lawyer, you goof.
Hire a lawyer. I mean, like.
Lawyer up. Like Facebook, hit the gym.
Like you straight up at least had a conversation with the person. You know what I mean? Like right. I'm talking about
the racist ones.
No, the what?
No, when people say Twitter do your thing, it's always like, so and so called me an N-word in line at Denny's. Like, make them lose their job. Twitter. I was like, why don't you just call Denny's corporate?
Yeah,
they'll fire them.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It's a 2-step process, buddy.
I'm positive that'll happen. When have we ever seen the establishment do something progressive? Come on
now. No, they fire people. That's like the furthest they'll go.
But I mean, we're also talking like people that are like Twitter do your thing, and it's like they took a picture with someone at.
Oh, like I met this girl on spring break.
Yeah, I'm like, you literally were.
You took a picture with them.
You were copping her ass, and you're out here like. You couldn't get her number? You couldn't get her IG, her Twitter even?
Pony up, cowboy.
Yeah, exactly. Save a horse.
Ride a cowboy.
Yes. Like it's so lame.
Quite.
It's incredibly lame. It might be the lamest thing you see on Twitter. Yeah. And there's some terrible memes.
Twitter is a
mixed bag.
Cesspool.
Yes. In fact.
It's the best place on the internet.
Yeah, Charlie Day said that basically when we watched an interview with him last night. That was crazy. Yeah, I just don't understand. Like, yeah, people do not good shit sometimes.
Correct.
Now, granted, some of these bad things, you do deserve to lose your job for. But, like, do it yourself.
Yeah.
Like, you have
Cut out the middleman. That's what I always say.
It's your problem.
Right.
It's your problem. You deal with it.
It's your money. Use it when you need it.
Yes. It's my money and I need it now. It's my racist comment and I want it dealt with. Now.
That's all I got. Is that all you got?
Yeah, pretty much. So next week we're going to be talking about, obviously, Season 2, Episode 5 of Atlanta. That'll probably take about 10 minutes. And then we'll be getting into...
Hopefully somebody releases some good music so we can talk about it. I want to talk about music again.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Just stinks.
It stinks.
See?
We can probably talk about K-pop next week.
Ooh. Okay.
Like a starter pack.
All right.
Okay.
I see the vision.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be more geared toward you because, like, I'm not as into it yet.
You got a week.
You
got a week.
I just dipped my toes into the water of the K-pop scene. By the way, shout out Red Velvet. Y'all
Please
are
do.
great. Or I can make my own starter pack of another thing. Like indie shit.
Okay. All right. We'll figure it out.
Just like some random indie music.
We'll figure it out. But in the meantime, thanks for listening, guys. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, thanks, guys. See ya.